In our mind, the PS5 is one of the best places to thrust yourself into the action of video games thanks to incredible loading times, superb graphics, 3D audio and the immersive qualities of both haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. So much so that we decided to craft up a list of the best action games available on PS5 right now. But this very list was actually ranked and listed by the readers and voters over on the Push Square website. That does mean of course that this list could change over time, but as of April in 2023, these are the best action games that you can play on PS5. It's weird to think that Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is genuinely one of the best looking games on PS5 to this date. The surreal amount of detail in its Pixar-like sci-fi world will leave you gawking at the background more than the space pirates that are trying to kill you. But with its solid 60 FPS performance and finely tuned haptics, you'll be blasting off your topiary sprinklers and drill packs with a huge smile on your face. The game is a dream to play and runs like smooth butter. But with all of its colour and gorgeous animations, it is genuinely thrilling to watch this game pop off graphically. We all know the challenging gameplay experience that a Souls-like can offer. But what about one with the full power of the PS5 behind it? Well, that's the enticing prospect that the Demon's Souls remake is offering up, with near unparalleled graphical clarity mixed in with a polished, albeit faithful gameplay experience taken to the next level thanks to finely tuned DualSense controllers. You'll feel your sword clang off the castle walls or the thunderous rumble of an intimidating new foe. The tantalising technical aspects of Demon's Souls on PS5 only serve to amplify the nerve-wracking action experience that you'll find as you face off against dragons, zombies and all manner of ghoulish enemy types. Horizon Forbidden West may be remembered for its colourful world and brilliant artistic design, but it also serves up one of the most awe-inspiring action experiences available on the platform. Once you delve a little deeper into the game's bow-based combat and movement mechanics, you will no doubt be covered in goosebumps as you land a killer blow and watch an enormous machine shatter before your very eyes. I mean, you'll struggle to find a much cooler experience out there as you battle a giant thunderjaw in the crumbling ruins of San Francisco with missiles, arrows and sand flying through the air. The Uncharted series really knows how to craft up a brilliant action sequence, and the inclusion of Uncharted 4 alone would warrant the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection's place on this very list. But you do not just have one Uncharted game here. No, because this collection piles together both A Thief's End and Lost Legacy, both filled to the brim with bombastically cinematic action sequences that'll have you replaying them over and over again. However, even amidst the more linear action set pieces, Uncharted always gives you just enough leeway with its free-flowing gameplay to make you feel like you are the one crafting up your own action masterpiece. Not to mention, it'll take you to some fantastic looking globe-spanning settings as you delve deeper into the mysterious treasure of Henry Avery. Feeling like a video game character in a video game is a pretty big cliche at this point. But if we had to use it, Spider-Man Remastered would be a damn good use of it. In this highly detailed and polished rendition of New York, we don't really need to look any further than that intoxicating swinging mechanic. I mean, the sound design, the music, the slight blur to the visuals to amplify that sense of speed. Swinging around New York is a dream made all the better with this PS5 remaster. I mean, the fighting is fantastic too, taking inspiration from the Arkham series. But really, we cannot get enough of that swinging. I mean, just look at it, look! A severe change in pace here, but Resident Evil 2 is next up in our list, delivering a far more grounded experience with a handful of bullets, plenty of zombies and the horrifying stomping of Mr. X. This is certainly a lot more reserved over some of the other Resident Evil games, but nothing will quite get your heart pounding like the realization that a licker has zoned in on your location, or that a handful of zombies stand in your way as Mr. X steadily approaches from behind. It's a properly butt-clenching experience that manages a tightrope balance of power and vulnerability, and with its PS5 upgrade, well, it's even better. One of the more recent games to make its way to PlayStation, the Dead Space remake is a very similar kind of experience to Resident Evil 2, with a tad more bone crunching and I suppose a healthy dosage of sci-fi. Here you have one of the most iconic video game settings in the form of the USG Ishimura, and thanks to the horror amplifiers that are 4K graphics, clanging haptics and the eerie 3D audio, you'll be on edge at all times, even as you wield deadlier and deadlier limb-cutting weapons. With some great physics and reactive mechanics baked into the game as well, each encounter with the Necromorphs feels unique and unnerving in its own kind of way. Another PlayStation exclusive to make this list, and what a banger this one is. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut takes this gorgeous looking samurai adventure and makes it look all the better. With its greater visual fidelity and amplified immersion through the DualSense and 3D audio, you'll be living out your samurai dreams as you slowly take in the beautiful vistas of Tsushima and quietly approach foes with a steely resolve and your katana poised to strike. Ghost of Tsushima is the perfect game to just revel in its setting, and like Spider-Man before it, it's just as entertaining when you are just exploring its world, coming across new foes to strike down, and of course, new sunsets to test out that photo mode. Hot off of the heels of its 10 out of 10 review from us here at Push Square, Resident Evil 4 is a masterclass in how to faithfully remake a classic, bringing the far improved and refined gameplay experience of Resident Evil 2 and 3 and slotting that into the more action-heavy RE4 is a match made in heaven. With its stellar graphics and punchy haptics, working our way through hordes of Ganado has never felt better. With a new parry mechanic, more disgusting looking Ganado mutations, and a more expansive setting to explore, RE4 is another and arguably better example of a Resi game finding the balance between tense atmosphere and growing sense of power as you shotgun blast and roundhouse kick your way to save the President's daughter. And here we are, God of War Ragnarok is our user-voted best action game on PS5, and really, can you blame them? This masterpiece of a sequel managed to evolve and expand the 2018 game's already brilliant combat and turn it into a power fantasy as you heave your frosty Leviathan axe through waves of Aesir, monsters, elves, hellwalkers, really just anything that gets in your way. But the action experience isn't the only reason it's made its way to the top of this list, as the story at play in Ragnarok actually feeds into the combat in a way that amps you up, where every axe throw and blade slash has emotion and power behind it. Then there are the gauntlet-like challenges where undead kings and fallen Valkyrie take all of those skills that you've learned across Atreus and Kratos' journey and put them to the test. God of War Ragnarok truly is a masterpiece and rightly deserves its place atop our best PS5 action games. And that is it. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what your personal top 10 rankings would look like down below. I do actually really like every game on this list, but the fact that Returnal isn't here, it hurts my heart, because for me it would definitely be in the top 3. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like helps content like this reach more lovely people like you. And if you fancy staying up to date in the news, reviews, guides, gameplay and top 10s all within the world of PlayStation, then we'd be eternally grateful if you subscribe to us here on Push Square. I'll catch you in the next one.